Hi, Naomi. Thanks a lot for taking the time to be here today. As you know, we're opening up enrollment to the association, and we have a lot of PhDs who are trying to figure out if it's a good fit. So we like to talk to past associates who have transitioned into the job they wanted, who have been successful like yourself, and talk to you about your experiences. So thanks for being
Sure.
here.
Yeah, thanks for having me, Isaiah.
Yeah, great. Well, maybe you could just start. Real easy question. Just tell us who you are and the position that you transitioned into.
Sure. So my name is Naomi, and I transitioned to a research associate position in the Global Patient-Centered Outcomes Research Team with a boutique contract research organization called Mapi Group. They are
Yes.
based in Lyon, France, and they have research offices in my division in France, in the UK, and the US.
Yeah, great, great. I know this is something you've been very excited about. But before talking about your successes, I want to rewind just a little bit and talk about, some of the sticking points you were having before getting into the association. So maybe you can think back to, some of the things that triggered you joining, some of the obstacles that you faced that you couldn't get past, some of those lower points as to, why you transitioned in the first place and what trouble you were having.
Sure, Isaiah. When I was considering, so I just recently finished my PhD and I was looking at the next steps and I applied for some industry positions.
Yes.
And I was a great fit for these jobs I applied for, Isaiah. I met all the criteria, like they were aligned with my interests. It looked like I was just made for it, and I was stunned that I
Mm,
didn't get any bites. I submitted probably 8 or 10 applications and nothing happened.
mm,
And it was a true wake up call for me that I didn't know what I didn't know,
mm.
and I wasn't really sure how to find it out. And then I came across the Cheeky Scientists Association, and it really fast tracked things for me, frankly.
Yeah, yeah. No, thanks for sharing that so openly. So you hit these, you had these obstacles. You weren't getting anywhere. You were sending your applications, no bites, like you said. You joined the association. What were some of the value that you received right away in terms of, the materials and the webinars and everything associated with the training programs? What were some of the benefits you had immediately and some of the, aha moments you had soon after joining?
Sure. Well, Isaiah, the transition plan, so I'm trained as a behavioral psychologist, and
Yeah.
so what I loved about the transition plan is it's very behavioral.
Mm,
It asks you to write out what your dreams are and what steps you are actually going to take to reach those dreams and make
mm.
those goals happen, and that really it fits for me as a psychologist,
Yeah.
and it really just fits for my temperament,
Mm,
and so that was extraordinarily helpful. And secondly, the overwhelming positive support of
mm.
this international community of scientists was, oh, it was extraordinary.
Yeah.
And it's one of the best parts about the association, frankly.
Yeah, and that takes me to my last question is, so, we had this, like you said, extraordinary group of people in this private group, all these different associates from around the world. What was some of the value that you received? Speaking to people who aren't in the group and wouldn't really know what you're talking about, what's some of the value you received in the group and some of the value you were able to add to the group and the engagement? Maybe just talk about it from your perspective, what it meant to you and how it helped you.
Sure. Well, Isaiah, when I try to talk to other people, like when I go to networking events or when I'm talking to some of my friends about cheeky scientists, they say, oh, well, is it just a support group?
Mm,
And I said, well, I mean, yes, that's there. It's very supportive,
mm,
but there's more to it than that. I mean, truth be told, Isaiah, I found my current job because of one of the other cheeky scientist associates who said,
yes,
hey, Naomi, there's this group in Boston. I think they look like a great fit for you.
yes,
And it's that kind of networking and supporting one another and getting to know each other. And I've gotten to know other cheeky scientists, not just online, but also offline too. And I've attended networking events with other cheekies, and that's enormously helpful.
yeah,
But also just getting together to chat about our goals and really what next steps are. I
yeah.
think it's because of being a part of Cheeky Scientist, actually, that I was able to take a look not just at some of the industry organizations that I'd previously applied to that I still had my kind of hopes and dreams pinned to, but I think because it's mostly life science PhDs, I started looking at pharma, which
Yes.
led me down the path of looking at the line of research that I'm going into now.
Yeah. Well, that's
So,
great. Well,
yeah,
thank you. Thank you for articulating all that and taking the time to be here. Very helpful. We look forward to watching your continued career success.
thanks, Isaiah.